Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. I am in the car. As you can see, I'm gonna go to Lowe's this morning. I've got to do a couple of errands in town, and while I'm there I'm gonna go into Lowe's, just the garden shop center, and I gotta get a couple more blocks for the area that I'm working on right in front of my garage door. It's just a little small area. It's gonna be my last landscaping project because I have yet to go into my office and work, and I've got so many things piling up. I'm also right in the middle of a big redo, merging over to WordPress with my blog. So many things are going on there. I'm gonna do, like, I've got two separate blogs right now. It's merging into one big site, and I've been working with the designer on that, and she's supposed to have it ready by Friday. So I would like to get a lot of like the work stuff that I have to do for the week done before that, and I have yet to even begin to start on that. I've not been in my office in probably 3 weeks, so I've got to finish up these landscaping projects. So I'm gonna run and get not the bricks, they're like stones that you can create like a landscaping border, an edge with. I picked up 10. I needed 10 more to map out the area. I do still need mulch, and I haven't got that, but I'm not going to pick it up today. And I've got all the flowers and plants that I'm going to use for that area. So I'm going to try and do that today, and then go back later on in the week and get all of the mulch. So anyways, that's the goal for today. It's very chilly for it to be the second day in June. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I never thought I would wear a sweatshirt in June, but the wind is just extreme this morning. So, which it's like 6:30. I'm getting an early start to the day, and I'm sure it'll warm up, but right now it's kind of cold, so that's why I'm in a sweatshirt. So anyways, I'll update you guys later on this afternoon when I get back and I start working on the little landscaping project, but I just wanted to let you know what I was doing this morning. Okay, so I'm back. It has definitely warmed up. I'm no longer in that sweatshirt. I'm about to get started on this little area right here. I'll show y'all what it looks like. It's right here where you come off of the garage, and then you've got the little side door here. It's just this small little area. I did this one either last week or the week before. I don't even know. The weeks are all running together at this point. But I'm working on this right now. I have these 10 stones, and I went and got the other 10 this morning, but I haven't unloaded those yet. They'll just continue right here. And then I've started placing the plants just to see where I want them. I'm gonna space the monkey grass out a little bit more, and then I had to get a couple more too. So anyways, that's what I'm currently working on. I'll update y'all when I get a little further into the project. Okay, update time. I'm about to take a break for lunch. I have gotten a little bit more done so far. It probably doesn't look like a whole bunch. I've gotten all of the stones placed and laid out so that you can see where the outline of the bed is going to be. My camera is blinking red, so it may just abruptly leave y'all. And I've also got all of the grass dug up. I use a combination of the shovel and the pick to dig up all of the grass, and so the next step is to lay down the landscape fabric and then do all of the plants. I am making progress. So I'm gonna break for lunch, and then I've got to go over to my grandparents and help them. They're having a issue with their satellite again, so I'm going to go over there and help them for the afternoon. So I probably won't be able to work on this until later tonight because it's just going to be so hot. So I'll update you guys whenever I do come back to this project. So I've got the landscape fabric down. Now I'm ready to start planning everything. I accidentally bought the cheaper landscape fabric, which a lot of people have told me that you can use newspaper, which would probably be just as good and definitely cheaper, but I've just always bought the landscape fabric because I don't have any newspapers, and every time I think about it I have already bought this stuff. So I accidentally bought the basic kind, and you can get a step up. I think it's called the premium. It's a lot thicker and a lot easier to work with. This is very, very flimsy, and you can see it's already kind of popping up, which is okay once you put the flowers in the ground and then you put the mulch weighs it down. It just is easier to work with the premium kind, and there's not that much of a price difference. But either way, it's down right now, so I'm going to start working on putting the plants in, and then I'll have to go and get mulch. I haven't got that yet because I haven't figured out how much I need, but I'm going to go ahead and work on getting the plants put down. Okay, time for another update. The lighting's probably really bad. I can't even see it in the viewfinder, so I really don't know what it's going to look like in the video. As you can see, the sun is not in the best spot right now. It's about 7 o'clock. I have just gotten back from Lowe's. I went and got more mulch for this area. I was going to show y'all what my mom's come over. She's been helping me. I've not been doing this by myself. I was going to show y'all what we got done so far. I feel like all I'm doing is giving updates. I should have set the camera up and like actually shared the whole process, but my charger, my battery died halfway through it, and also I just was trying to concentrate on, you know, getting this whole area done. And I'm trying to get finished today so that I can do everything that I need to get done in my office and like actually start to work. So I've just been concentrating on that. So it's been a lot of little choppy updates, so I'm sorry about that. We went to Lowe's and got some more mulch. So I've got almost everything planted. I don't have the monkey grass here, but I do have the monkey grass here, and then I've got the I think they're called sunshine ligustrum. I have one there, and then I have one there. I'm trying to, I don't want it to be identical to this bed, but I do have a sunshine ligustrum there and there, kind of on the each corner, and then I have the monkey grass. I call it monkey grass. It's, the technical name is, I think, variegated lily rope, maybe. I call it monkey grass. So I've got the monkey grass here, and I'm also going to have it here to kind of create a border. I think I've showed that before. This one's a new one, and I don't remember what it's called. The tag isn't on the plan. It's on the it was in the bucket, so I don't know exactly what that's called. I'll write it on the screen if I can figure it out. This is a lantana. I used to not like those. My mother's always loved them. I didn't like them. This summer I've kind of developed a liking for them, so that's what I've got here. Get back to work, try to finish it up, and then pour the mulch on it, and then hopefully I'll be able to show y'all the final product. Okay, last update for tonight, because you might not be able to see. It's really light on the viewfinder. I don't know how it will look on camera, but it's almost completely dark here. I'm just standing at like a outside light, so it lights it up a little bit. Anyways, I am finished with this area. I was going to show you, there's a couple of little like marigolds that I need to pot, and I'm going to do a flower pot of vinca that I haven't potted yet because I have to drill a hole in the bottom for water drainage, but everything is in the ground, and I've got mulch and I've got stone, so the main flower bed is finished. I look a mess, just overlook me, but let me show you what I got done. So here is what it looks like as an overview. I just have watered the plants, so there's like all those water spots on the concrete, but here is what it looks like. I want to change out the mat. I shouldn't have put it down. I was just so excited about it. I got two of them. One is on my coming onto the back deck, but this one, as you can see, it just got so dirty and messy, so I need to order another one. I got it at Target. I ordered it from Target. I haven't been to a Target in 4 months, y'all. But anyways, here it is, all planted with the mulch, and like I said, I have to do some of that. I have to plant some of the vinca. So anyways, it's close to 8:30. I'm about to go inside, stop for the day, and try and feel a little bit better because I worked today. Hey y'all, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I'm about to, well, I've just gotten ready. I'm about to straighten up a bit, starting with making up my bed. I have to make up my bed every morning. I hate to leave it all day and then make it up late in the afternoon, and I really hate to leave it all day and then go to sleep without it being made up. It just sleeps so much better when it has been made up. After I get the bed made and the rest of the house just somewhat straightened up and picked up and decluttered, I've got several things that I have to do today, going on today. It's kind of a busy day. And I'm going to talk more about this later, but I'm moving classrooms. I'm really excited about all of this that I'll get into later on, but the new classroom has to be painted, and the way they wax the floors in the summer, they're going to do those in a couple of weeks, so I need to get it painted before they start to wax the floors, which means, because I'm moving rooms, in this case I'm also moving buildings, so I've got to get all of my stuff from the old building to the new building. So we're going to start that today, moving a couple of boxes. We can't move them in the room because they haven't waxed those floors, so we have to move them to the hallways of that building, but we need to get it all over there. And then I need to get the stuff down off of the walls and get the walls ready to paint. So there's a lot to do today. I also need to go and pick out paint. I have no idea what kind of paint color I want to do. I've been thinking about a lilac color, but I just don't know about that. I love the color I had last year, which was called Summer Frolic. I'll insert a picture of what my room color looks like from last year. I love that, but I don't want to do the same thing again. I want to change it up. I'm leaning toward a really pale, bright, that doesn't make sense, pale and bright. A bright yellow, but not like a school bus yellow. I don't know. Almost like a, and when I say this, it's going to sound awful, but almost like a neon yellow, but not a neon yellow. I don't know. I just want to go and get some paint samples so I can see what I want. The first classroom I ever painted was yellow, and I did it again when I was my first year in 5th grade. I painted it yellow, and then I've had a blue classroom that I really loved, and I've had a green classroom. I also thought about a peachy color, but I use so much pink in my room that I would have to redo all of that, and I definitely don't want to do that. I did, I'll insert a picture here, when I did like my mini classroom makeover over Christmas because the classroom was just not working. I bought all of those containers from Hobby Lobby, so I definitely want to do some sort of color that's going to work with those because I have basically all new containers, and I definitely don't want to buy new containers when I just have gotten those, and I love those too. So I'm going to do something that will go with that and work with that. But anyways, I'm going to straighten up here and then get started with the day. I don't know if I'll be able to show you all the classroom yet. Just depends on how busy we are when we go up there. But I'll try and share a little bit with y'all depending on what I do and how much time I have to do it today. I realized that I had not unboxed the books that I got from Amazon a couple of days ago, and I wanted to share that with y'all. That's why I haven't yet. So I thought I would just insert it here in this little clip. I have 1, 2, 3. 2 of them are like adult books, and then one is a children's book. But you may not be interested in the 2 adult books, but y'all know that I love to read. I'll leave my link to my book club down below. I'm a huge reader. So the first one that I got is from Tessa Bailey. This one is Reborn Yesterday. I have not heard anything about this one. I have read Tessa Bailey books before. This one was one of the ones that Amazon recommended because you've bought from that author. So I bought this one because I remember thinking that it sounded good, but I don't remember. No, it's about vampires, which I haven't read anything about vampires since like Twilight was popular in 2008, 2009. But there was a review that I read on Goodreads about this one, and they said it was like a book that just consumed their life for months after they had read it. And anytime I read a review like that, I'm intrigued. So I bought this one. I'll let y'all know how it is. I don't know how it's gonna be. Then I got Rodham. This one is the new one from Curtis Sittenfeld. Curtis Sittenfeld wrote my absolute favorite book of all time, Prep. I reread it last year when I was in a huge reading slump, and a lot of people reread it when I was a lot of people read it when I was rereading it, and a lot of people don't like it. And it's like literary fiction. It's not a quick read. It's very wordy, but it's about this girl who goes to this prep school her freshman year. It's written on an adult level, but it goes through her high school experience. It's just one of the most fascinating tellings of a high school experience. There are so many things that main character does or thinks that I can relate to when I was in high school. I've always loved that book. But just be warned, it is literary fiction. It is kind of difficult to get into, and it's kind of wordy. But since I read that, I've read everything that Curtis Sittenfeld has ever written. This one is an imagined retelling of history. It follows Hillary when she meets Bill, but instead of marrying him, I think she turns down his proposal, or they just break up, and it's just an imagining or a reimagining of what would have happened if they hadn't gotten married. So I'm really excited to read that one. And then the one children's book that I got, of course, is The One and Only Bob. I'm sad that I haven't read this one yet. I should have pre-ordered it and had it when it first got released, but sadly I didn't. I love The One and Only Ivan so much, and Bob is my favorite character from that story. So I was so excited to discover that they were coming out, or that Catherine Applegate had written a companion, a follow-up, a sequel to it that features Bob. So I'm really excited to read this one. I have not heard many things about it, but I haven't actively looked up any reviews on it, so I don't know, but I'm excited to read this one. And I may do central questions for this one like I do have for The One and Only Ivan. I'll link those down below if you want to do a novel study with your class, or if you just want to do like a read aloud with your class and you need questions to help guide their thinking. I have questions written for The One and Only Ivan, and I may do it for The One and Only Bob too. The living room is somewhat straightened up like you guys saw. I'm going to remove y'all from the tripod. I do have, this probably looks messy in the viewfinder, I've left these little cards. I'm writing cards to, I'm sorry, this is a really bad angle, I know. I'm writing cards to my kids, and I'm going to mail them, but I have 51 kids, or I had 51 kids at the end of the year, and it has taken a while to write a letter to every single one of them. So I've been doing like 10 a night, sometimes like 7 a night. So I just have that left over so that I can just pick it up every time I sit down at night and do a couple. And also, I feel like I've touched my eyes the entire morning. My eyes are watering so bad because of allergies. I've also had a really bad sinus infection, so it just all ties in. But my eyes are just poor, which my eyes pour water anyways really bad, but they're doing it really bad this morning. So if you have noticed me doing that a lot, just disregard it, because I'm struggling this morning with some allergies and my sinuses. Hey y'all, it's a little bit later in the afternoon. It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm about to run to the grocery store and a couple of other little places to get a few things. One, of course, is going to be Lowe's, because I'm short a shrub for the front door. I feel like I'm at Lowe's every single day, just the garden shop center though. But I just got the swing up. My cousin came over and helped my grandfather put it up for me, so I thought I would share what it looks like. Of course, I don't have anything on it right now, and I don't have anything under it right now, but I plan to put these pillows. I bought these at TJ Maxx back before quarantine started and the store started closing. First of all, I love the blue and white. It has, let me see if I can find it. It has these little butterfly on them. I'm not a huge fan of butterflies, but for some reason it's not too noticeable, and for some reason I just love these even though they do have butterflies. And then I have another one of the rugs from Lowe's that I got that's like the ones on the back deck that I showed. I don't know if it's in this vlog or if it's in the vlog before. I don't know, they're all running together at this point, but I have that to go for under the swing too. So I'm gonna get started kind of playing around and seeing what it looks like with the two pillows and the rug. I'm pretty sure these little yellow polka dot pillows, I got those for $3 a piece from Pier 1 last year. They had this huge end of season sale, and I bought a bunch of the yellow polka dot. I bought some black for Halloween, and I bought like this corally color that looks like watermelon that I'm going to use in August. But I have another one of the yellow polka dots, so I think I'm going to do the two blue on each side and then a yellow polka dot in the middle to try and tie in the yellow that's on this side of the porch, because there's a little yellow pillow in there too. So I'm going to try that and see what it looks like before I run to do my errands for the afternoon. So I thought I'd share what is going on here. Okay, here's what it's looking like so far. I'm loving it. I even love it without the yellow polka dot. I think that looks so pretty, but I really love the yellow polka dot to tie in the other side of the porch. So I'm gonna run and get a flower. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this here or where I'm gonna put it, but it needs like a flowering flower somewhere in this area. It needs a pop of pink, so I'm gonna go and look for that. And then I also need to get two shrubs for the front door, because I did have topiaries and that was just too much, and I did love those on the back porch like I said. So go and figure out something for these two, and then I'll update you guys on what I decide to do. Hey y'all, happy Friday. I think the last thing that I showed y'all was when I was working with the swing after they'd gotten it put up and I was decorating for it. I think y'all are also crooked. I think that was the last thing that I vlogged. I loved the way that looked, but I needed to like take everything off the porch and clean the porch. So currently, I would show you guys, but there is a massive amount of junk behind me that needs to go into the new classroom, and some needs to go back to the old classroom. It's a mess, so I'm not going to, but the window behind me looks out onto the porch. I have taken everything off of the porch. I've put the furniture on the ground. The porch is completely cleaned off and I've swept it, and I was going to work on cleaning around the windows so that I could put the rug back and put the pillows back and put all the furniture back after it had been cleaned. And then it started pouring down rain and thundering and lightning, so I have taken a little break with that, but I think that was the last thing that I showed y'all. But while I'm waiting for the storm to go away so that I can go back out to work, I'll show y'all a haul from Ulta, because I had ran out of some basic, there's a couple of books too that I had also ordered from Barnes & Noble. In case you're wondering, there is the graphic novel of I Survived the Titanic, which is fascinating. I did not know that the I Survived series had started doing graphic novels, which is really neat. And then this one is called Adequate Yearly Progress. It's an adult book that deals with teachers, I think. I'm really excited about this one. But anyways, I was out of a lot of like basic things that I use for my eyes for just every day. I'm not somebody, I want to be, but I'm not somebody who changes up their eye makeup and their makeup daily or every other day or even once a week. I pretty much just stick to the same thing, and I really want to become more adventurous, but I haven't got there yet. I was out of a lot of products that I use every day, mostly eye stuff, and I just thought I would show y'all because these are the products that I purchase, you know, repeatedly. They're tried and true, and they're some of my favorites, so to share with y'all. So the first thing is not an eye product for makeup, it's to take the makeup off. It is the Bliss Makeup Melt Eye Makeup Remover Gel. This is very cheap. It's only $8 and it lasts a pretty good while. Some of the other eye makeup removers are very pricey, so for the amount of product you get here for $8, I think it's really good, and it just melts your makeup off. I don't know if it's because I wear contacts or if it would be like this for anybody, but it does kind of sting and burn a little bit, but once you wipe it off, you know, it's fine, it goes away. It doesn't irritate the eye for a long period of time, but it does a really good job of removing your eye makeup, mascara, eyeshadow, all of it. So I highly recommend this. I always repurchase that. I was out of, this is it, yeah. I was out of my mascara. I do switch around and try a lot of different mascaras. This one's my absolute favorite though. It's the Benefit They're Real. Some people absolutely love it, some people absolutely hate it. So I don't really know. I love it, but some people are not a fan. This is a eyeshadow color from Buxom. It's called Feather Boa. It's this very, I know a lot of people are not gonna like this. My mom hates when I wear this, y'all. It's called Feather Boa, like I just said. It's a very strange color for your lid. I don't have it on today because I've been out of it. And I was watching an old vlog. I think it's my last Christmas vlog, and I went a little too pink on my eyes. It was a little too pinkish purple, but I like it. This, I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera. This is a very, very light pink, and I just put it on my eyes, and then I put a darker, like a plum shade above my eyes, like not on the lid, but above it right there on the brow bone. I mean, not on my eyebrows, but under it. But I love this for the lid color. Like I said, my mom absolutely hates that, but it's my favorite lid color. So I got another one of those. I was out of my eyeliner. I use two different eyeliners. I use a different one on the top lid than the under the your, what is that called? It's not the underlid, your lower lash, that's what it is. I use one, I think it's Maybelline. It's pink, and I'm out of it too, but I forgot to order it. It's like a really skinny, instead of pink tube, I'll insert a picture here, and I use the color Refined Charcoal, which is not a true black, but it's not even like a really gray color too, it's just in between. I use it for my lower lash line so it's not so stark, but for my upper lash I use a liquid liner, and my favorite is from IT Cosmetics, the Superhero Liner, and it just looks like this. And when you take the tip off, it's a very fine point. I don't know if it's focusing or not. It's a very fine point, and I use it for my upper lash. And I've been out of that for so long, and I've just been like trying to use as much out of the old one as I can, and it's so hard to put eyeliner on. I'm so glad to have that. And then I was out of my primer. I've been trying to experiment with different primers, and the girl at Ulta showed me this one and I loved it, but then when I finished it, I got another one. I think I tried the Professional from Benefit and I did not like it at all. This one I went back to because it is so good. It's from Lancome. It's La Base Pro. I sound real hick, don't I? But it just looks like this. It's a clear primer. It's got the pump here. I will say when you run out of it, because it does have the pump and you can't squeeze it, which I mean, it's a nice container, but when you run out, it runs out to like right here, and you have to just take this off and try to scrape it with the wand of the pump, and you lose a little bit of product, which I hate. But I love this. It's pricey, that's why I wanted to try and find an alternative, but I'm coming back to this one. I have a friend who loves the Smashbox one. I don't love it as well as I do this one. This one's my favorite, but I'm wishing I could find a a cheaper version. And then I bought this is new, I've never tried this. The bloggers talked me into this because so many lifestyle bloggers and beauty bloggers are just raving about this. This is the new Tula sunscreen. You put it on before you put primer on. I've only tried one product from Tula before and I did not like it. I tried a primer, it's a face blurring primer, and all the bloggers raved about it. I did not like it, but they suckered me into this sunscreen, so I'm going to give it a go. It's a very pretty yellow container, not that that matters or makes a difference, but I don't have sunscreen, I don't use sunscreen, I know that's awful, so I'm going to give this one a try and put it under my primer, use these two together. So anyways, that was my quick little Ulta haul. I wanted to get that out of the way because I wanted to show y'all, but I also wanted to actually use the products, and I've had them for about a week and I didn't want to use them because I wanted to share them first. So I wanted to make sure and vlog it so that I can actually start using these products now. So I'll check in with you guys later on when I do something exciting. Not that this was exciting, but when I do something vlog worthy.